Hi, welcome to third grade projects with Miss Nolan. We are going to spend time every week talking about different parts of the government for Unit 1. But before we start, I want to do a short intro to how to resolve conflicts. Conflicts can also be called disagreements or arguments, and these are things that will pop up at some point in our lives, maybe even regularly. A conflict is not always something that needs to be bad. Once we have the tools needed to resolve conflicts and learn from them, conflicts can actually be a really great way to help us grow. Our learning target is I can resolve conflicts. So by the end of this video and this week, you will have some new tools in your tool belt to be able to resolve conflicts in a way that helps you learn and grow. Okay, I want to start with this graphic that says, is it bullying? We need to look at what the difference is between bullying, being mean, or someone being rude. I'm going to go ahead and read it and follow along with me. When someone says or does something unintentionally hurtful, and they do it once, that's rude. When someone says or does something intentionally or on purpose hurtful, and they do it once, that's mean. When someone does something intentionally or on purpose hurtful, and they keep doing it, even when you tell them to stop or show them that you're upset, that's bullying. So let's look at some examples and figure out better what is rude, mean, and bullying. So rude, you can see in the top, it says unintentionally hurtful and done once. If someone's rude, they probably didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but what they said did. An example is maybe you got a haircut over the weekend and you come to school and someone says, "What happened to your hair?" That might hurt your feelings because you maybe really like your haircut. The person that asked that probably didn't mean to hurt your feelings, so it was unintentional, but it was still rude. And then mean. This is something that someone intentionally does. They do it on purpose. For example, if you're walking to go somewhere and someone trips you on purpose, they stick their toe out so you fall down, that is just mean. And then bullying is intentionally hurtful, and that same act keeps happening over and over. For example, every day a fourth grader pushes you down the stairs on your way to carpool. If every day someone's doing something or they're doing it over and over, even though you show them maybe with your face, your reaction, and your words that you don't want that and you want it to stop, that is bullying. Let's review the size of conflicts. I know you guys have seen this before, so I'm going to go through this briefly. If you have a grown-up or adult with you, now would be a good time to stop the video and explain to them what you know about size of conflicts. Level 0, a glitch. Don't ever stress over a glitch. This is just a small thing that happens that we can just get over quickly and keep moving on with our day, such as a pencil's broken, or maybe you really wanted to share the answer and your teacher didn't call on you. No reason to stress. Very, very easy to fix that problem. Get a new pencil, raise your hand up the next time, and you are good to go. Level 1 is a small problem. Little problems usually have easy little fixes. That's what I always think of. Having a minor disagreement with a friend, maybe about what color to color something, making a mistake without fixing it, or missing part of the school day. That's a small problem, but those have some easy small fixes, like you could get your assignments from your teachers, compromise with your friend, or reflect on that mistake and fix it. Level 2 is a medium problem. Examples of this would be maybe you don't feel well at school, you're feeling sick, you didn't complete or you forgot your homework assignment. You can solve many medium problems on your own. A lot of times, your first thought might be, I need to get help from an adult for medium level 2 problems, and that's okay. But we want to build up the tools in our tool belt to be able to problem solve and fix our level 2 conflicts on our own. Level 3 is a big problem. An adult can definitely help you solve big problems, and you should seek them out and ask them to help you with solving these types of problems, such as getting in trouble at school, getting into a fight, bullying, being unsafe, or seeing something unsafe at school. Level 4 is an emergency. Now, there are very few actual emergencies that we come into on a day-to-day basis, but they do exist and we need to be aware of them. A natural disaster could be an emergency, severe weather, or someone seriously hurting you or your family. Those you definitely need to get an adult because we need to take immediate action to help problem solve those emergency problems. Okay. Next, I want us to review. Here you can pause and you can look at conflict 1, 2, and 3 and try to write down on a little piece of paper maybe or keep it in your head, what size conflict do you think each one of these is? Level or conflict 1. You don't know how to do a must-do, may-do assignment, so you don't do it. What size conflict would that be? If we look back on our conflict chart, that would be a level 2 conflict. Not knowing how to do your assignment is not a good reason to not complete it. A way to solve that could be emailing your teacher, asking an adult to email your teacher, or calling your teacher for help. Conflict 2, or example 2. You forgot your lunch at home and you have to buy a school lunch instead. Let's look at our sizes of conflicts. What size do you think this conflict is? This is a level 1 conflict. This is a little problem. It's easy to fix. It may be upsetting, but it's not something that we should let stress or ruin our day. We'll just buy a lunch. We'll still get to have lunch, and tomorrow we can remember to bring our lunch to school. Conflict number 3. You see someone getting bullied in class. If we look back at our size of conflicts, this is definitely a level 3 problem. If you see someone get bullied, you should stop, get an adult for help, because that is a problem an adult is going to need to be involved in to truly resolve that conflict. Okay. Kiss your brain if you thought in your head the level of conflict, and when I explained it to you, you were right. Go ahead and kiss your brain because those are some hard-working muscles that we're making sharper and sharper every day. Alrighty, I want to do a quick recap. Here's what we've learned so far. First, we've learned the difference between something or someone's actions being rude, mean, or bullying. Then we've learned the size of conflicts. Now that we know these two, let's work on how can we solve conflicts when they pop up. There's 2 ways I want us to practice expressing our conflicts that will diffuse the situation or not make it worse and clearly state how we feel. I'm looking at the blue Post-it note first. If someone does something to you that's rude or mean, and you want to explain to them calmly and productively that is not something you like, I think the blue Post-it note would be a really great way to do it. So for example, if I, as your teacher, said, okay, everyone get out your math journals, it's time to start class, and you said, I hate math, maybe that hurt my feelings. Even though you didn't mean to, I could go up to you and say, hey, I don't like it when you make a heavy sigh when I ask to start math. Next time, please get out your journal without commenting. By doing that, I'm really clear about what made me upset and what you can do next time so that doesn't happen. I want you to pause the video and talk to a family member or an adult about a time you could use the blue Post-it note. When you're done, come back and unpause it, and we'll talk about the purple one. Go ahead. Okay, now let's look at this purple Post-it. It says, when you feel blank, I feel blank because blank. Next time, please, blank. Well, we need to fill in those blanks. This is something I think that would be helpful for being mean, being rude, when you want to give a little bit more explanation. Maybe the person does not understand why their actions upset you, and you could say, when you stick out your tongue, I feel bad because it looks like you don't want to be my friend. Next time, please don't do that. Or next time, please don't say anything if you don't have anything nice to say. Sometimes explaining how you feel in a situation really gives the other person some perspective or understanding about what their actions do to you. I want you to pause again and talk to an adult or family member about a time you could use the purple Post-it to express how you're feeling in a conflict. Go ahead. Awesome. I hope you're ready to use these 2 pieces of language to solve conflicts the next time you find yourself feeling frustrated, upset, or in a conflict. All right, here's what I want you guys to do next. You're going to head over to that must-do, may-do board, complete the project must-dos before Monday. And here's Miss Nolan's teacher tip. This is a good one. If you work on one must-do every day, you won't fall behind. So I would pick 1 to 2 must-dos every day to work on so that you're on track to getting your work done. And number 2, try to use these new resolving conflict strategies the next time you find yourself in conflict. And with that, 3rd grade fam, have a great day, and I will see you all so soon in class.